a podcast network. This is the Lifestyle Live Podcast.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
Let your imagination soar with Audible. With stories across every genre, from expert advice to fantasy, you'll be inspired to imagine new worlds, possibilities, and ways of thinking. Listening can even lead to a positive change in your mood, habits, and overall well-being. As an Audible member, you'll get to choose one title a month to keep from their entire catalog, including bestsellers and new releases. Allow yourself to delve into the spooky this season by listening to classics like Stephen King's The Shining and Pet Sematary. There's more to imagine when you listen. New members can try Audible free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/imagine or text imagine to 500-500. That's audible.com/imagine or text imagine to 500-500.
You know that feeling when your favorite brand really gets you? Deliver that feeling to your customers every time. Memorable moments like these are key to building your business and your brand. Klaviyo turns your customer data into real-time connections across AI-powered email, SMS, and more, making every moment count, so you can continue to build smarter, more meaningful relationships with your customers. Build smarter digital relationships with your customers, and make every moment count with Klaviyo. Learn more at klaviyo.com/BFCM.
Lifestyle Live.
There's going to be a ton of laughs, but first, the laugh stop here at Lifestyle Live. First, Bill Bellamy's here. You're already starting to laugh?
Yes.
Yes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Felicia.
There are certain people energetically, I call them like energy magnets when they walk in. And you're one of those people when you walked in, and we have a bunch of great people here on the show all the time, but your energy, you were like, hey, everybody. It's refreshing.
I bring so much love. You know, that's one of the things about being a comedian is, you know, I just share the love of life, the love of funny, the love of people, you know what I'm saying? Like when I came in, y'all had chili, the smell was good. I felt like I was at my auntie house. I was like, oh, we got chili, and then they got liquor. Ooh, okay, life is good.
This show, we do eat and drink here. We do enjoy ourselves.
I have a good life.
Oh yeah, well, it's a good life to live if their perspective of looking at it. And we were kind of talking like during the break a little bit about perspective, and you were saying how you always really do believe in the chase your dreams thing, because Cody and I were talking at the top of the show, your story really started out with just being at the right place at the right time, trying to do something, and just the right person seeing it.
Believe in yourself sometimes is so terrifying, right? Because
it sounds cliche sometimes.
Yeah, it does. It sounds cliche, but think about it. You have something in your head. How do you make it happen, right? Like, oh my God, I'm going to be a painter. Oh my God, I want to be an actor. I want to be an electrician, but I don't know anything. Like, I remember saying to myself, I'm going to be in a movie screen. And I was dating this girl at the time. She was like, how you gonna get in a movie screen? I was like, I don't know, but that looked fly. I like, they jumping out of cars and doing all this. Next thing you know, I was on the set. I was like, oh my God. And then I remember one time I was like, oh man, I'm gonna meet those famous people one day. I'm gonna go to LA and I'm gonna meet the famous people. Next thing you know, I'm interviewing Michael Jackson, Janet, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. So sometimes it's like, you don't have to know the journey, just see the vision. And it's a snapshot of what it could be.
Absolutely. I say that all the time. It's funny, too, because, you know, I'm a host and you started out as a host, too. There's a moment, and it's gone viral a couple times, where people talk about this one interview they show you and Janet Jackson. Yes. You were so nervous, and you didn't realize that she was kind of flirting with you.
She was really on me.
Now, way to miss
and I
your
was
dream,
so scared.
Bill.
Like, because you got to understand, at this time, like everybody look at Beyonce, at that time, Janet Jackson was the hottest female on the planet. She was the first girl I ever seen with like a diamond in her navel. Like, they wasn't even doing that yet. She was the first girl. So I was looking at her navel, I was like, ooh, it's glittery, right? And but the funny thing was she was flirting with me, and I didn't know how to do it, right? Because I was like, she's so famous. Is this a real flirt? If she was a regular chick, you know, that she worked at Waffle House, I'd be like, yo, my number is 563, you know. But it was Janet Jackson. I was like, yo.
Watching back, do you see it? Do you see it? Because I'm like, she's clearly.
She clearly on your boy. I'm like, yo, ease up, shorty. No, I'm just playing. I was like this, thank you. I turned into the girl. I was like, oh, for real? You really want my number? I'm like, why did I lose my cool? But at that
everything
time,
in life happens for a reason and a purpose and a time.
I think she knew I was. This is the funny part. Can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah.
So I'm on tour with Janet Jackson, right? And so I'm doing the opener 15, 20 minutes, right? And every night they would pick a guy from the audience and they would tie him to this thing and he would lose his mind and she'd
I've seen this, yes.
I get so lonely. And he'd be like, right? I'm standing right by the thing. Pick me. I will grab the hell out you, right? They would never pick me. I'd be like that. I'd be like this. And they would walk right by me and go get a guy at the audience. I'm like, Jan, I'm right here. She never picked me. I wanted her to pick me.
It's okay.
Because I wanted to be tied up, but I would have kissed the hell out of her though.
So that's probably why she was like.
They would have threw me off the stage.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't.
I didn't. I was very respectful.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be devilish, but I didn't.
Well, it's Janet Jackson. She's an icon.
Come on, I wanted that on my bucket list. Like I kissed Janet Jackson when she wasn't expected. That'd be in my books for life.
Well, that might not be a good book later on in 2024. Yeah. This weekend at Helium Comedy Club, have you been? So this show is all over the country, but we're based in Indianapolis. Have you been to Naptown before?
Yeah, I love coming here, man. Actually, especially in the summer, not the winter so much.
Yeah.
But I love coming into Naptown. I came here when you guys had All-Star Weekend. You guys had the NFL draft here as well.
There's a lot that's happening. WrestleMania's coming this year.
My best friends, Mike Epps, is from here. Love Mike. Shout out to Mike. Show. Love Mike. And so Helium is a beautiful club, by the way. So I'm working on my Netflix. So I'm working on this new hour of laughter and crazy. I'm an empty nester now. I got all this crazy stuff going on in Hollywood. Don't come out there.
I just left from out there. It's Gotham City.
They need Batman, the Avengers. Hollywood is on fire.
I can't wait to hear about it. That's cool. Yeah. Netflix special. I think that's like every comedian's like, you're known now if you have that Netflix special.
Well, you just won a great one. Like a lot of people are getting specials and they're not that good. They're kind of like, okay. You want one that's like a landmark one. Like that's what I'm working on. I'm working on it being so funny that people are like, oh my God, Bill Bellamy's crazy.
I got to ask you this question. Sorry, Peter, I have to ask this question, and it's totally selfish. Do you ever get in your head and like, is this thing funny that I wrote down? Do people enjoy this? Do you ever get in your head about it now? I mean, I know you've been in the game for a minute, but.
No, I don't get in my head about it. I just don't know how to do it. That's the thing. Like, I'll have the concept in my head about something funny, and I just figure out how do I say what I'm thinking where it's like funny the right way. I don't go, because if I think it, I know it's funny. It's just a weird thing. Like, I'm like, oh my God, this is stupid. I know.
I know it'll work somehow.
I just know it's stupid because it gives me a feeling. Like, I always trust my gut. Trust your gut on funny. That's a good tip.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Bill Bellamy, going to be at Helium Comedy Club 3 nights. Do not miss out. I'll be there.
I'm her big brother right now. She just got adopted. Shout out to the Boys and Girls Club, too.
Yeah, shout out to Boys and Girls Club.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Lifestyle Live Podcast. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And connect for even more on Facebook and at lifestylelive.tv.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart.